Hello Internet, Andrew here. Hope you're going well. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you one thing that I absolutely love about this bike and then one thing that I do not love at all. And the thing that I absolutely love about this bike is the fact that for such a cheap model, it has this amazing dash. Have a look at this dash. So they basically nicked it straight off the Gixxers and put it in here. It has a lovely gear indicator right in the middle there, and then this huge tacho, really clear, easy to see, easy to operate. And yeah, I think it's my second bike that has a gear indicator, and the fact that they've shoved it right in the middle, and for the price that you pay for these GSX650Fs, that is a super good bonus. Well done, Suzuki, good job on that dash. The thing that I did not like about this bike, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is because I have tried to dial it out of the bike, is the confidence that it gives you while you're dipping into a corner. So a couple of things that it could be is it has Angel STs at the front, and it has Road 5 Michelin's at the back. The Michelin is at the back kind of improved it a little bit, but I've never felt comfortable like breaking into a corner, and I feel the stability had something to do with it. So it could be the tires, but what I think it probably is the dynamics of this bike. So I've spoken to a few people about this bike, and they seem to think that the rear suspension here is probably the culprit. And I would probably tend to agree with that sort of sentiment, because it doesn't have a lot of give. It doesn't seem to ride up and down a lot. I don't know a technical term for it, but yeah, it just seems a little bit like harsh at the back, if I can put it that way, and a little bit low. And I think maybe it doesn't load the front up as much as I would like it to. So I've actually ordered some dog bone kit, like a dog bone kit for it too. To get the suspension link a bit smaller so I can lift up the rear a little bit more and have a little bit more of a forward angle so that it would dive a bit more. But yeah, it's all about dialing in more of that dive into the bike. So that's been the big one for me, is I just cannot, and I'm out of time because I've sold it, but I just cannot dial out the straight push in the corners. Okay, just wants to keep going forward and doesn't dip. So saying that, my last bike was a CBR600RR and a Blackbird. A Blackbird's beautiful, but CBR 600 was amazing at dipping into the corners. This thing does not want to dip. So that's been the big bugbear of mine since I've owned it. But yeah, so look, that's pretty much it. So did really enjoy this bike. I've had it for quite a while, but it's time for her to go. So yeah, that's about it. One thing I hated and one thing I loved about the GSX650F. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. See you at the next one.